Good afternoon, everyone. Today we will hear statements by the honourable members for the districts of Lake Millville, Stephenville, Port-au-Port, Cape St. Francis, Baie Verte, Green Bay, and Ferryland. The Honourable the member for Lake Millville.
Thank you, Speaker. Grace Voisey of Happy Valley Goose Bay was beloved by her family and friends throughout Labrador. The brave and public battle this 16-year-old Inuk fought with leukemia was felt by everyone, a battle that she lost in July last year. Even under adversity, Grace continued to spread the virtue of kindness on a daily basis. It was in this spirit that Mealy Mountain Collegiate recently held the first annual Grace Voisey Kindness Week in February. Each day, students and staff wore different clothing in support of the values Grace endorsed. Monday was Purple Day for violence prevention. Tuesday was Jersey Day for teamwork. Wednesday was Pink Shirt Day to stand up against bullying. Thursday was Tie-Dye for Peace, Love, and Die Day. And Friday, each grade wore a different color to create a rainbow. Grace would often say, Kuvia Savuna, I am happy, in her pursuit of traditional activities and Inuit culture. She was an accomplished dancer, drum dancer, and served as a page in the Nunatsiavut Assembly. I invite this House of Assembly to celebrate the remarkable young life of Grace Voisey and to pass along your own act of kindness in her honor. Thank you.
The Honourable the member for Stephenville, Port-au-Port.
Thank you, Speaker. It is my distinct honor and privilege to acknowledge a fantastic group of individuals in my district of Stephenville, Port-au-Port, who have been working tirelessly to raise funds to support Ukrainians who moved to our province during this humanitarian crisis. An organization was formed called West Coast Supports Ukraine, consisting of a large group of volunteers from the Conroy Valley, Bay St. George, and Corner Brook areas. Luann Davis, owner of Nomad Stages, a performing and fine arts studio in Stephenville, and the driving force behind the initiative, has 2 staff members from Ukraine, so this hits close to home for her. The Bay St. George area is known to over a dozen Ukrainian speakers, the largest Ukrainian population on the island portion of the province. Therefore, response was swift when the call was put out for help to organize events. West Coast Supports Ukraine has raised close to $19,000 thus far on a series of fundraisers, including 2 benefit concerts featuring local musicians and donations from school fundraising initiatives. The group is continuing their efforts with an online silent auction planned for April 21st to the 25th. Community support for the fundraisers has been phenomenal, which proves that community spirit is alive and well in Stephenville, Port-au-Port, and they look forward to welcoming some Ukrainian families into our area. Thank you, Speaker.
The Honourable the member for Cape St. Francis.
Speaker, today I rise to recognize a reading program in my district that promotes literacy in our communities. Initiated by the interest of local citizens, the Killick Coast region is proud to partner with the Dollywood Foundation of Canada to administer Dolly Parton's Imagination Library. This library strives to instill a love for reading and literacy in children from birth to age 5 years of age and their families, as it's a book gifting program that mails free, high-quality, age-appropriate books to children each month at no cost to the child's family. Ms. Megan Hibbs, an educator and community volunteer, is spearheading this wonderful program, and currently 165 children are enrolled. Children are receiving their first books this month, and families are excited that the library is finally here in the beautiful district of Cape St. Francis. The Dolly Parton Imagination Library is open to all areas of our province, as it only takes 1 person in the area to take responsibility of getting the program started. Speaker, I ask all honourable members here today to join me in thanking Megan Hibbs for taking the leadership role in bringing the Dolly Parton Imagination Library to the Killick Coast. Thank you.
The Honourable the member for Baie Verte, Green Bay.
Speaker, I rise to acknowledge the late Maurice Budgell, a well-known and respected advocate who passed away on March 17, 2022. Maurice was a very proud Newfoundlander and Labradorian who was a regular caller on VOCM's open line program, speaking passionately on countless issues. Most recently, he had been speaking to gain support for the fixed link to Labrador. It was important to Maurice to advocate for those less fortunate, and he worked tirelessly for the betterment of our great province. He worked on numerous boards, including the Heritage Society and the Whale Pavilion Committee located in Kings Point. Maurice had a great interest in the tourism industry and saw great potential in the Green Bay region. 2022 has been designated as Newfoundland and Labrador's Come Home Year. The community of Kings Point had been planning for their own Come Home Year since 2020, but due to the pandemic had to postpone. Maurice was so looking forward to playing his part as a historian and as well a musician. He was a very talented individual who went above and beyond to welcome all. I ask my honourable colleagues to join me in extending sincere condolences to Maurice's wife Mavis, children Dean, Dana, Dale, and David, and their families, and all the residents of Kings Point and his friends across the province of Newfoundland and Labrador. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
The Honourable, the member for Fairyland.
Thank you, Speaker. Today I rise in this honourable House to recognise two communities in the District of Fairyland who stepped up to support physical activity in their communities. With the latest COVID outbreak, the opportunities for families to socialise were limited. With this in mind, the Cape Isle Recreation Committee came together and constructed two ice rinks, one for hockey and another just for skaters, and as well cleared and maintained an area around both rinks so that walkers had a safe place to go for their daily walk. The town of Fairyland also constructed a multi-use rink for their community to enjoy as well. These recreation opportunities gave people many chances to get outdoors so they could enjoy physical activities and socialise with others. These community projects allowed for communities to come together at a time when everybody else was experiencing COVID fatigue. Speaker, I ask all members in this House to join me in recognising Cape Isle Recreation Committee and the town of Fairyland and the many other volunteers for their time and dedication for taking on these community building projects and supporting physical activity in our district. Thank you.